What is up, everybody? Life's Apprentice. It is Tuesday morning, the day after Labor Day, and we have a whole bunch of dumpsters we're gonna have to get cleaned up this week. So, see what ends up happening today. I have a feeling this week's gonna be a little bit slower, just because it's everybody's sunburnt, everybody's hungover. Our state is starting to open back up, so a lot of people are going back to work, and well, we'll see how the phone calls roll in this week, but last week was our best week ever, and we're going to be cleaning up after it. I just left with that first dumpster, and the truck's reading, what does it say? Something exhaust filter? I don't know. Any of you guys with diesels out there? What in the hell's an exhaust filter? This is the first and only diesel I've ever owned. I've never heard of an exhaust filter. If that's actually a thing, I don't know. The truck is literally telling me that, so I don't think it's I don't know. I don't think it's like a pipe stretcher or one of those jokes or anything like that, but I've never heard of an exhaust filter. Leave a comment. What is an exhaust filter? I can't imagine it's super important, but my truck's blinking at me that something is wrong with the exhaust filter. I don't know if that has to do with if it cleans your exhaust or something like that. In this truck, we do run DEF fuel. I know that you can bypass it and turn it off and do all that kind of stuff, but I believe it's in diesel trucks newer than 2012 or something like that. You're required to run DEF fluid, which we do. It's not a pain in the butt, I don't think, and you know, like all these people out rolling coal or whatever you do, I'm not interested in that at all. That's not why I have a diesel. I have a diesel and I have big trucks because I do truck stuff with them, not look cool. But what in the hell is an exhaust filter? Sounds like a joke. Got the 20 yard to the dump and back to the yard. There was no lines at the dump, which was amazing. So now I have a pickup and a redrop, so I actually had a free 15 yard. So I have that on the trailer. I'm going to take that out and just swap the empty one for a full one, so I don't have to make two trips. Just did the dumpster shuffle. I had a pickup and a redrop, and I had an empty 15, so rather than drive out here, pick up the full one, take it to the dump, and drive back and drop it, I did it all at once. It's a little bit of kind of messing around, you know, shifting dumpster here. I had to drop the empty, pick up the full one, move the full one, then pick up the empty, put it back where the full one was, and then pick up the full one. But ultimately, it's increasing my efficiency, saving me on fuel and time, and I only have to make one trip. So there's lots of ways you can increase efficiency in this business, and that's just one of them. So it is getting freaking hot out. It's into the 80s here, and we have high humidity, so it's like 90% humidity and like 80 degrees, and ugh. Well, I knew it was too good to be true the first time I was at the dump this morning. I got here pretty early. I don't remember what time it was exactly with the first dumpster, but after a long weekend and a nice weekend, it's always busy at the dump. And here I am in line with my second dumpster. I'll be waiting here for 15-20 minutes. This guy right here on the motorcycle. The guy on the motorcycle was going nuts. He was doing all sorts of crazy shit coming down the road and passing people, past me, going crazy, probably 80-90 miles an hour on I think it's 50 right here. And Karma, there's a cop sitting there and he just got busted. Don't do that. And if you do, you better be prepared to run or get a ticket. I got the third one to the dump. There was no line this time, so thank God, because I'm cutting it short to get the fourth one to the dump. I actually have this one sold, and I sold the 10-yard dumpster. I'll tell you a little bit more about how I sold the 10-yard dumpster here in a little bit. But I'm crunched for time to get my fourth one to the dump, because this setting this 15 is going to take me a little extra time, but it's another sale. So I got to hustle here, try to get this one set and go get the other one picked up and make it to the dump on time. I wasn't filming much there for a little bit. I got the third dumpster dumpster to the dump. I got it set, got paid. I just picked up the 4th dumpster, and I have 34 minutes to get it to the dump, and I'm about 20 minutes away. And I'm low on fuel. So we're pushing the limits here a little bit, but I'm going to make it. Just barely, but I'm going to be on E when I get there. I'm going to have like 20 miles till E or something. It's going to be close. But going to get forward to the dump today. The phone has been absolutely crazy. It just, I don't know, this business amazes me sometimes. With roofing, I would have expected to be busy today because people are sitting around looking at their house all day and thinking about that kind of stuff. But with the dumpster business, I would have expected today to be kind of slow because everybody was doing a bunch of work and stuff over the weekend. And I figured most people would be hungover, sunburnt, and not wanting to do a whole lot this week after a 3-day weekend. But I've sold like 7 dumpsters today. I'm going to set 3 today, and I sold 6 or 7 so far. 3 of them are for later in the week, but it amazes me. It's awesome. But, uh-oh. See the geese? Just another delay. Now I have one last minute to get to the dump, but I saved a goose, or a whole bunch of them. I'm glad they didn't run out in front of me, and I would have taken out that whole line. That would have been very sad. But I don't know, I forgot what I was saying, but I'm going to get this to the dump. Well, I made it. The dump closes at 3. It is 2:53, and I am 40 miles till empty on the truck. So, I mean, had I hit the snooze this morning one more time, that would have been the difference between getting 3 to the dump and 4 to the dump. So, or had I had any little hiccups or this or that happened. So, I can't complain. My goal is to get these 4 to the dump today. That seems to be kind of my limit with one truck, is to get about 4. I've been trying to get 5 to the dump in a day, and I've never accomplished it yet. One of these days I will get it. All right, well, I got this cute little guy. He's been lonely all weekend, sitting here by himself, scared and all alone in the dark. But we are gonna go set him, and at the end of this video I'll tell you what I'm doing, how I've changed the business here in the last couple of weeks, and I think it's gonna help me sell this thing a lot more, and I'm kind of expanding into new territory, so I'll tell you about that at the end of the video. But it was a wonderful day of dumpsters. It was actually crazy. I ended up selling 8 dumpsters today, and I ended up getting 4 picked up and cleaned up and back to the dump. It was a big weekend last weekend, and it looks like this week is already starting off crazy. 8 dumpsters sold. I didn't get them all out today. I only got 3 out today, but sales for later in the week. I just finished setting the 10-yard, and one thing that I've done that I'm changing with this business is I live in between 2 larger towns. I guess both towns are 50 to 60,000 people. This business, when I bought it, is based out of one town, and the other town is where the dump is. And my marketing is basically in the town that's furthest away from the dump. So I have started an advertising campaign with hometowndumpsterrentals.com. It's a pay-per-lead service, and it seems to be working really good. And I'm trying to expand into the town that's closer to the dump. So selling that 10-yard, I've actually gotten 2 calls just today from hometowndumpsterrentals.com, and it really seems to be working. It's expanding my territory, and it's getting me dumpsters closer to the dump, and that's going to make me more efficient and more profitable. So today was just a crazy day. I did get some decent filming in. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.